Hello friends and beautiful people. Today I want to talk to you about the frugality of gardening. We are out in the back field where the grapes and the pumpkins are. I am starting to get a few squash bug eggs. Haven't had any nymphs yet, and it has been very little. So I'm still convinced that milky spore treatment actually took care of squash vine borers. That, or it's just because we moved them, I don't know, they're maybe 50 to 100 feet away from where they were last year. So I was canning this weekend, and a lot of people say you don't, you spend $100 for seeds to get $20 worth of produce when you garden, and that's just not true. I'm going to give you a few examples. We're going to not take into consideration the glass jars because we are reusing them every year. But, and we're going to say that the cost of seeds is $3. You can get them cheaper. I'm just going to go with on the higher end of what I've seen as far as prices go for seeds. So my provider beans, let's say I spent $3. I planted 12 plants, and that was a 4x8 bed. It was either 12 or 14 plants. Out of that so far this year, I've gotten a minimum, and this is where I stopped counting, 48 pints of green beans. So if you're paying $5 for those at the grocery store, I'm sorry, those are 50 cents a piece at the grocery store. So let's say I only got 48. Well, that's going to be $24 that you've saved. So if you take off $3 that you spent for seeds and $3 that you spent for lids, it's nothing. It's a drop in the bucket. And actually, you'd have to multiply the $3 out for times 4 because of the, you only get 12 in a box. And I'm telling you, I got way more than 48 pints. That was just, and plus I've given a lot away. The season's still young. I'm still getting green beans, and I'm actually going to not have to buy those seeds next year because I'm going to save the seeds. And what brought this all up was I started doing my pasta sauce this weekend. So my tomatoes are just now coming on. I only did a dozen jars of pasta sauce. That's minimum at the grocery store right now. That's $36. So if you look at that $36, take off the $3 for seeds and the $3 in this case for lids, you can see what the savings are. And like I said, my season is just starting on the pasta sauce. Not to mention the salsa, the tomato juice. We will for sure get done both of those things. Not so sure about the ketchup, but we'll see. Same thing with pickles. Pickles are over $3 a jar. It's only going to take you, one plant's going to give you easily 6 to 12 jars. Most people plant more than one plant. And so those dollars rack up pretty quick. And in today's economy, definitely racks up. Same thing with pumpkins, the same thing with all of your peppers, and not to mention the spices and the herbs. And most of my herbs come back year after year, and it's a one-time investment of that $3 for the seeds. So really, for me, it is cost effective. And with my husband being retired and groceries being what they are now, it is more important than ever for us to make sure that we are growing our own food. And not only that, but we know what's in it. There's not a lot of extra ingredients. There's no preservatives. Those things just aren't happening. And if you're someone who has medical issues where you can't have a lot of salt, you can actually regulate the amount of salt. So it was just a quickie that I wanted to talk to you about this morning, because I do see a monetary saving in my grocery bill with us growing our own food. And I also know that it's going to be on the shelf. With the grocery shortages where they are, with the economy where it is, even with the weather where it is, and the droughts and all the other things that are going to be short this year, from what I'm being told. on the professional side at my big girl job, and with everything that's going on at my local grocery store that I'm starting to see. It is important. So if you have the opportunity to do some things for fall, I would definitely jump in there with both hands and do it. If you don't have the opportunity to do things for fall, let me encourage you to spend this winter researching and getting ready, and maybe before winter get those seeds ordered, because I'm told there's going to be a seed shortage. I don't know. There's going to be a shortage of everything. There's a shortage of tires right now. There's a shortage of computer chips. I just had to get my vehicle worked on. That was fun. It is what it is. I know that I personally feel, and I have a lot of friends who feel, like it is more important than ever for you to get yourself a little more sustainable. And friends, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I try not to be, but I do believe that things are getting worse, not better. And it's time that we look at what we can do for ourselves, and instead of spending that time in front of a computer screen or in front of a television, spend it with a book or with your hands in the dirt. Till next time, friends, be blessed and be a blessing.